competition or maximizing firm rather, how things are being done under that aspect. Then we look at the aspect of profit making, and we look at the concept of normal, abnormal, some people, how that things like that is being derived. Then after that, we have some graphical illustration regarding the market type, the perfect competitive market, the imperfect competitive market, under which we have the monopolies, monopolistic competition, oligopoly,
Good
and
morning, Dr. Olayiwola. Good morning.
good morning, ma.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma.
How are
Yes,
you?
ma. I'm fine, ma.
Okay, let me just pass this information around.
Okay,
So
ma.
the lecture is being streamed online, YouTube. Already you are 299. So anyone that cannot enter here with the Zoom will automatically direct the person to YouTube. So there's nothing to worry about. And then this today we want to have another revision next week by 10 o'clock. So anyone, this one you are doing now is not only for economics, for anybody can join. Anybody can join. Ditto next week. You are doing it just to help you for revision. You know, when you are coming for exam, no revision. Have you been told? So that's why we are doing this one. Thank you. And then you, the class rep, I've sent economics class rep to you, the rest other class rep. I've sent economics. So after this class, get in touch with him to tell you the information, and then you need to respond to the information urgently. Thank you. Dr. Olayiwole, I'm sorry. So let me
No problem, ma. That was
continue.
in order not to keep them just idle. That was why I said let me just start with the issue of
Yes.
going through the study section summary one after the other. Then after that, then we'll look at what and what, because in the revision class, I just want to hear from them, and at the same
Yes.
time, let me just take them through the study section so that they will know, and if they have not updated their reading, so that they will know what and what to do. So thank God that you are on grant, ma.
Yes.
We appreciate you for your leadership.
Okay. So
And I
thank
told them
you.
that. Okay, thank you, ma.
Okay.
Yes,
Then
ma.
sorry, try to calculate this cost, marginal cost, total cost, how to get it. Do you understand? Hello, Dr. Olayiwola.
All right, ma. All right, ma.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, guess you are with you. Where did I stop? When before Madam came in the room? Hello. Where were we before?
Market.
Type of marketing.
That is study section 5, right?
7.
Yes,
Well,
section 5.
Yes,
Study section 5.
5, sir.
okay.
Graphical
Okay.
illustration of
Section
market
7.
types.
Of market.
Okay.
Graphical illustration of market
No
types.
problem. No problem. Thank you. You are following me. Thank you. You are following me. No problem. No worries. Okay. Don't worry. So after that, we'll move to study section 6, if I'm not mistaken now. No, study section 6 was a market structure. Study section 7 talks about factor market analysis and theory of distribution. Okay, and I believe that one too. I also taught you that one. That should be
So is
physical
that
class.
study section 6 talks of theory of cost too. Are we not?
Yes,
So,
it's theory of
study
cost.
section 6.
Then study section 7 is market structure.
Okay. Okay. What is study section 8 then? Factor market analysis.
Factor
Study
market
it is
analysis.
factor analysis.
Okay, factor market analysis. Okay.
Yes.
That was where we talked about the factor market, and we try to relate that as we have price market relating to product, then we have factor market relating to factor of production. And there we talked about some theory relating to that factor. In fact, basically we talked about the classical and neoclassical. Then I brought to your notice too regarding some other theory regarding that aspect. Okay. Then there we look at the aspect that has to do with the marginal productivity theory of income. Then after that, look at labor itself, supply of labor, labor markets, and things like that. Then after that, we look at the last one, which is study section 8. That is introduction to welfare economy. Now, without wasting much of our time, Madam said something the other time that the aspect that has to do with marginal cost, average cost, things like that. But I don't want to preempt and I don't want to think for you. So the essence of having a revision class is to give you opportunity to share your fear. Tell me your fear, tell us your fear. What are the questions? What are the things that you think? Are you with me? Then from there, we take it one after the other. And thank God we have structured it that in such a way that we are going to take 2 weeks, this week and next week. So that even if you are unable to iron everything out, attend to every question, then next week, we'll be able to say 1 or 2 things regarding that. So the floor is open, but I will employ you. I don't want to use the word beg because I don't need to beg you this time around. You should show some level of understanding to cooperate. If you have questions, ask your question in a more presentable, okay, and reasonable ways. And then pay attention. If somebody asks question, don't repeat that question. It shows that you are not following. For example, if somebody asks a question that, sir, what are the factors? Or I don't have a perfect understanding about the definition of demand. And after I'd already taken my time to attend to that question, and few minutes later, somebody is still asking me the same question. It shows that you are not serious. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Indirectly.
Yes, sir.
Aha. So I would like us to display some level of maturity. So now we have the space of about 30 minutes plus now. If you have question, guys, and hello, who is that person now that is interrupting? Wait now. Be calming down. Okay. This is more of an interactive question. So the interactive class, so there is no pressure. And we don't need to follow normal this thing, but try and understand. I'm here, I'm open to you, and let's hear you out. What are your questions? Okay?
Sir, the production function. Study section 4.
Production function.
Yes.
Study section 4. So what is or what are your questions? Or you want me to run through the entire production function? Because I don't get.
Hello, sir. Good morning,
Hello,
sir.
I'm with you. Good morning.
No, I'm trying to ask another question. My own is study section 2 from
Wait,
the sheet.
wait now. You can't wait now. The person that says study section 4 is the statement is not complete. You
The
can't be
giving
talking in study
copper
section
dollar
4.
production
Hello, hold on,
function.
listen now. If you say study section 4, that shows that is what you want me to take. Because remember, every section takes usually more than 1 hour. So if you are saying study section 4, that shows we are not attending to every other thing. I will just take study section 4. Is that what you are saying? And I said that. Who is that person saying study section 4 safe?
I'm the one, sir. I'm talking about giving couple dollar production function. The solving that is there.
Couple dollar. That's the cup Douglas is cup Douglas.
Okay,
So,
Douglas, yes.
you are
There
saying
is
couple.
some solving
That
there.
shows you didn't attend the class. If you attended the class, you know that the pronunciation is cup Douglas. So what's your name?
Abigail.
Abigail what?
Mm.
Eh?
Abigail Dofa.
You are even afraid of mentioning your surname. No, wahala. I understand you. It's okay.
Excuse me, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
I feel like, sorry, sir, is what I feel, or I don't know. I'm not
Your
speaking for
name,
anybody.
please. Your name.
Okay,
Your
my
name.
name is Ifoma. My name is Ifoma Anene.
Okay.
Yes. Sir, I feel like this revision session to help everybody, because I feel like everybody has areas of topics that they really find difficult or they don't really understand. I don't know,
Okay.
sir. Even if it takes more time, can we just run through the session, just like revision of each sessions, instead of picking what session affects one particular person? I feel like we can just do revision on all sessions. Please, sir, is how I feel. Oh. I don't want you to be offended. Like, can we just run, even if it will take more time? Truthfully, sir, revision cannot be enough, and there will never be enough time for revision. But at the same time, to help most people that were able to join the class, not everybody was able to join out of probably not being able to have met up with the
Your
requirements.
question is taking too much time. That is one
Yes,
thing that
sir.
you need to understand. You know,
I'm sorry.
when you are given opportunity to talk or you want to ask question, you don't take your question to even, if you ask question 5 minutes and the answer demands 1 minute, you are taking too much time. What you need to understand, you might not get it. Now,
I'm
from
sorry,
what
sir.
you have said, I have understanding of what you have said. But at times, you might not get what you actually wanted to achieve based on your question. Do you know why? You can't be saying it will take more time. Everything, for example, online class is structured along 1 hour. It's just 1 hour. So if we say, thank God, the madam, the coordinator just thought within herself to say, okay, let's organize the vision for these people. The way your study is structured, after your lecture, you come in for your what? For your exams. You read on your own, you do certain things, but because the coordinator thought within herself that, okay, let's have a kind of revision for these people. So you can't be saying we run through everything. And that was why I gave you, maybe you joined late. I started by giving you the summary of each study section. I've done that. The summary of each study section is now left to you. Everybody cannot be saying study section 1, study section 2. That shows you have not read anything. There are certain things that when somebody asks, about 70% or 60% will say, okay, that aspect is actually tough. It's not that everybody, if you say everybody should keep talking, some people will still tell you that they don't understand, they don't know definition of economics. That is not how it is being done. So, like somebody that talked about Cobb glass now, is a very reasonable question. Okay, so I want to look at it because I was not the one that taught you the production theory, but now I'm trying to see, okay, what could have been the problem with what this person said. Okay, let's look at it. Then everybody pays attention. Then we attend. You don't say it might take time. As I'm having your class, I have other things to do too. Shey you understand? And you too, this is not the only course you are offering. So if you take all your time to answer this, to attend to this course, how do you read others? So I understand your point. You are right. And that's why I'm giving people opportunity, maybe 4 or 5 or maximum of 3. If you cannot attend to their question now, next week probably we'll talk about it. But we can't be running through. It's like I'm taking you the whole module all over again. It's never done. It's never done. Okay? So I want you to understand that. So if you have question now, which direct your question, be specific. What do you want us to do regarding your own? Another person can ask. So we see how to merge everything together. But I can't run through study section 1, study section 2. No. It's like I'm taking you the whole thing again. No. You have the module. Read. If you have read, you have, it's like somebody that talks about Cobb glass now. The person has already read that section. So that's why he's talking about that. So no problem. So now, regarding the question that the person asked under Cobb Douglas production section, that is under production function, the function analysis. Okay. And I think there are different types of production function. But at your level, okay, the what crop out there is talking about, we have input output, that is the lone chief production function. Okay, we have another one, Cobb-Douglas production function. Okay, we have the other one that talks about linear production function. But if you look at the calculation there, this is telling you that function is just a mathematical or technical relationship between two or more variables. Okay, and when you're talking about production, there are two key variables: input variable and the output variable. Okay, the input variable is talking about things that you need to do, things that you need to turn around, things that you need to work on in order to get result. The result is like the output. Okay, and that is why you have that function that is stated like Q, which is your output, is a function of labor and capital. But under Cobb-Douglas function, this adds a kind of elasticity, the power. Okay, and that one is talking about Q equals L alpha and K1 minus alpha. Okay, so the aspects you are talking about there regarding that is just, I guess what we have here is just the statement, just stated the function, and I don't think we have major issue there. Or do you have any other thing relating to calculation, or what you want to understand about that aspect? They are just under production function, the function analysis. There are 4, but what was mentioned here is the Leontief production function and Cobb-Douglas production function. And since your exam is going to be a kind of MCQ, the understanding that you need to know there is for you to know how these functions are being stated. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think that is the knowledge that you should have. In case, if you are asking a kind of MCQ question, I want to run through the practice question. Maybe we have something that has to do with that. Okay. Look at question 8. If you look at question 8, I'm talking about page 104 of 245, if I'm not mistaken. It said, given the Cobb-Douglas production function. Okay, but this thing is not clear. I have a printout here, and it said the marginal product of labor is. So with that, those are the type of question that you can have. It's not as if you'll be giving questions and you have to walk down. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
No, if you don't understand, please let me know. This is not a matter of yes sir, yes sir. Say it, let me know. Because now the fear you are having is that maybe you're going to be giving something that you don't say calculate this or whatever. No, just look at your study section. If you have the soft copy, I think it will be clearer, more clearer under your what do you call it? The soft copy. Because what I have in front of me is hard copy. So I think the printout is blurry, if I can use that word. And
Please,
with
sir,
that,
what you're saying now, I can't even find. We can't even see it, or we can't find it on the module that what you're talking about, sir.
why do you not ask question if you can't find it? You are the one that asked the question. Now it's there.
It's
I
on the
asked you, I
mood.
said, if you look at the practice
Section
question,
4.
Not
Page
of
section 4 is there.
Page
if you look at it, the question you asked, I said for you to be able to have understanding of how to attempt to or how to answer something like that in case you have look at the practice question. Then under that, I made mention of page 104 that you would see something like question 8 and question 10.
Please, sir, under what study section, sir?
For now, your mate had already
Study
told you
section
that.
Section
4.
4.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
So that is that. Okay. So now another question. Anybody with question, or what do you want us to do? Or things that
Please,
is
I have
not clear to
question, sir.
you.
I have
Okay, I'm
question.
with you. Okay,
Under market structure, are you getting me?
okay. Market structure, that's study section 7.
Yes. So,
Yes. I think we are
how
following. Everybody should know where we
in a
are
long
now.
run and a short run, how the market structure make the abnormal profit, normal profit in under, and I want to know the difference between perfect and imperfect market. In the under perfect market, we have
Mm.
monopolist competition, we have perfect competition. So, I want to make you explain about the abnormal profits, normal profits in the long run, abnormal profits in the short run. You understand, sir? Are you getting
What?
me, sir?
I got you, but your question is, are you with your study session? With your study, what do you call it, module? Do you have your module with you now, or you are just asking question generally? Because
We want
for
we
the
want
sake of
explanation.
others,
We
wait,
want to
wait. For the
understand.
sake of
We are
others,
just
when you
reading.
ask question, let's make reference to the module so that other
Okay.
people can follow. If you ask the question generally, I will answer you generally. But let's look at our guide. What is guiding us? Okay, which is the module. So now, based on your question now, I will refer to the module. So if what you have asked is inside the module, good, everybody will follow. If not, then I will just answer it in a way that everybody can relate to. Now, you said something that you want to understand perfect competition and imperfect competition. Is that not what you said? Hello? That is, you started again in your class. Some of you will be in the market, they will be talking. And at the end of the day, such an individual will still be asking questions about they don't understand this, they didn't understand that. Now, to you, the person that has question regarding market structure, I said something about market. That what do we mean by market? Okay, we said it's more of the arrangement between what the seller and buyers, abi. Okay, arrangement that can say bring the two of them in close contact regarding whatever they want to get, regarding the distribution, the exchange of goods and services and what have you. Now, a market structure is based on what? On their classification, can be structured based on classification. And I talked about something like, for the sake of discourse, we are particular about classification based on competition. And in terms of competition, we have perfect competition. And for you to be able to differentiate between perfect and imperfect, I made use of something that when we say perfect competition is an ideal market setting, that is what a real market should look like, economically speaking. That is the market with the following characteristics. We talked about product homogeneity, a market where everybody sells the same thing, a market where you have many buyers and sellers, where you have free entry and free exit. Okay, you can come into that market, you can leave the market, and it's a market where there is no government intervention. Okay, then after that we talked about imperfect aspects, which is the opposite of what we have here. Now we now say something about how profit is being maximized. Okay, you say under perfect competition, since that we have large numbers of seller and what and buyers, and there is free exit and exit, information is perfect. Everybody has the same information, and as a result of that, the firms in that industry are price taker. They cannot influence price. So because they cannot influence price, then the profit will be maximized at the level where your MR, which is marginal revenue, equals marginal cost. Okay, now the aspect of abnormal profit we are talking about is that as more and more participants enters the market, the profit they have will keep reducing. For example, if you have two individuals selling particular products, the same market, you know, their profit share of the market will be big, will be large, very large. But at the end of the day, by the time you have more people coming in, they begin to share the same profit margin with them, and it becomes slimmer. So that is what the concept of normal, abnormal profit is we are talking about. So in the long run, the same profit that you see you are making will be reduced from abnormal to normal profits. And if care is not taken, if you cannot withstand your competitor, you may be driven out of the market, and that brings about the aspect of shutdown position, where you can no longer cover your variable cost. Hello, is the guy with us, or you just ask question and left?
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
So
Sir, I have a question.
who is say
Hello?
I have a question? Is it the same person?
Not the same person. It's
Yeah, you
another
can't
person.
just interrupt that you have a question. We are not in a village meeting now.
Maybe you have landed. Sorry.
Ah, someone ask
Sorry.
question, and I'm still asking that person that, okay, I need to understand. Okay, do you understand what I've just said? Yes. Okay, any other question? Then you start that way, you just interrupt. I have a question. No, we are not in a
Oh,
village
sorry.
market now.
Sorry, sir. We are obviously not. Yeah. Sorry, sir.
So what is your question?
My question is,
Then your name, please. When you want to ask question, your name, then
my name
then
is
you go with the
Indo Alex.
question.
My name is Indo Alex. I have
Alex,
actually,
okay.
yes, you can. Thank you, sir. I've actually been very busy and relatively very new to all of the topics as Econ 131. I don't know if there is a kind of overview that I can get to help me prepare for the exams perfectly, sir. So sorry.
Okay. Answer to your question is very simple. You know, the
Okay.
lady that asked the question, I think the lady wanted to represent your mind. And I like people like that. But at the same time, people like you have answers already. When you're talking about overview, and that is why the study module is made available to you, because they know this is a distance learning. So if you are unable to attend lectures or whatever, you should be able to read on your own. That is the answer to that. Are you with me now? And I think the
I am,
second thing that can help you off record is for you to look for
yeah.
your classmates.
Okay.
Okay? Look for them, whoever can help, maybe your class rep or wherever, and we do that a lot. If you are if it's not new, within yourself you can organize tutorials and what have you. But regarding to overview, we can go over what we have done in the last 6 months.
Mm.
Are you with me now?
I am,
The essence is that the revision, at least this revision will have helped you in such a way if you joined earlier. That was why I started the summary of each
okay.
study section, so that you'll be able to have the overview of what is all about. That cannot be enough. It's not me. I will not use the word me. Cannot be enough. The best is for you
Yes.
to pick up your study session, study pack or module. You read,
Mm.
then you liaise with your classmates, because you know having time is nobody's problem. Are you with me now?
Mm.
That is what the concept of forgone alternative is all about. Not attending shows that you are making money elsewhere. Are you with me now? So it's time for exam now. Sit down and okay. So I think I'll be able to answer your question in a little way
The, mod,
that can help you.
the, the modules is very big. I don't know how many to read and how many. Will you be so kind to give me area of concentration so that I can just be precise with reading?
When it comes to things like this, your area of concentration is to read everything. Do you know why? Your
Okay.
question is MCQ. You are not writing essay. And
Okay.
MCQ, you read in between the lines, because anything
Okay.
can come out. Any question can be asked. If it is essay, you can say, okay,
Help,
oh,
help me with the meaning of MCQ. Let me start from there.
Oh yeah, who can help our man with MCQ? The meaning of MCQ. Oh yeah, member of the class.
Multiple choice question.
Multiple.
It's multiple choice questions.
Thank you. You see the reason why I said you the best thing you can do, that shows that you have disintegrated. How do I put it? You have not integrated yourself into your class.
Actually, I have not, because I've not been
So
around.
that question is not meant for this place, please. So try and liaise with your classmate. Another question, please. So the question like that is not meant for us
Good
here.
morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Lawrence.
Lawrence, okay. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I actually love your study structure. I'm actually with my model anyway.
Okay.
But what I want you to do for us, sir, what I want you to do for us, sir, if there's any way you can be like any of those topics or in any section that you can giving us an objective, so that I think you understand where I'm going, sir. Like you'll be telling us this, start for this, start for this, so that you can be memorizing it. I think that would be so suitable than to be student to be asking question and over. If there's any way you can help us for that, sir.
Okay. Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, boss.
Students will always remain students. And when it comes to things like this, I always trying to be patient so that I will listen and make sense out of every question you're asking me. The question you're asking, you have it already. Is that you are with your module. You discover that at the end of every study section, you have minimum of about 15, if let's say 10, minimum of 10 multiple choice questions to practice with. And you agree with me that this multiple choice question are integral part of your study session. So if you want to memorize, you have answers already. If you had all the practice questions together in your module, you'll be having over 100. Because if you're having, like, for example, now at the end of every study session, you have minimum of 10 MCQ. So
Hello,
10
sir.
multiplied by 8, you have 80. So if you want to memorize, you have it there. For example, this study session 7 we are talking about, we have questions that have to do with things like that. For example, there is a question that says under monopoly.
Yes, under monopoly, yes.
Price is equal to, that is, I'm talking about page 167. Okay. Then we have another question 4 that say a monopolist has dash zero market power, minimal market power, some market power, absolute market power. So this particular question is from the study section. So if you want to, in order to answer your question, just go through all the practice questions, memorize them, and I think that will help you.
Okay, sir.
So that I've already answered your question. Okay, thank you. Any other question? Hello, I'm with you. Your name? Because this is Infinix 40i. That is what is the name is showing. So what's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yes.
Okay,
I said
Abdullah.
they can do module for us for objective, like so that we can practice it.
Okay, can do
Like
what?
question and answer.
Okay.
Yes. That is my question.
Okay, question and answer so that you can practice it.
Yes.
So your question is
5
similar
questions, I mean
to.
like 5 questions.
I don't understand.
I said module for 5 questions.
Okay, for past question. Okay, maybe you suggest add that one to my coordinator. I will suggest that one to my coordinator. But this is very simple. Within yourself, you can do this. Okay, you have the practice question at the end of every study session.
Okay.
If you have read, you should be able to answer those 10 questions. If you can answer those 12 questions, 10 questions correctly, even if you can score 8 out of 10 of every practice question, I can bet it with you that you have A.
Okay.
But if you have not read all these things you are saying, just like the other lady, you keep parabolating. Okay? So I can see your question is all about, all of you, your interest is all about how to pass. You are not asking questions based on the knowledge. And you have forgotten that it is the knowledge that brings about the marks. No problem. So we have less than 10 minutes now. Then let's see how far we can go. Any other question?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. I have a question, sir. This is
Hello,
Ifeanyi
What's
sir.
your
Chukwu.
name?
My name is Ifeanyi Chukwu, sir.
Okay, Ifeanyi Chukwu.
Yes, sir. So my question is from study section 2. Yeah,
Okay,
study section 2. Yeah. So we talked about the shifts in the supply curve
okay,
and the free market and price Yeah, the free market and price curve. The shift in the demand curve. So the graphical representations there. I don't know if I was in class when it was taught, but if there's any way you can brief us on that, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay. Now, if you look at, this is what you need to understand. From the demand, you know the definition of demand, you know the definition of supply. Okay. But after that, I think that class we took that class should be online. It was not a physical class. Okay. And part of the thing we discussed that day is, number one, we look at the definition of demand, then you look at the law of demand and the law of supply. And this law relates to us that there is a positive relationship between supply and price. Who are those making noise now? If you know you are not here, just mute yourself or you get out of the class.
Sir, can you just remove them, sir? Just remove the person, sir.
I don't have time to be doing that because I need to attend to your question. Is that the time that I'll be? Because if somebody is trying to, the essence why you are here is for you to gain something. And some people will be in the marketplace and be making noise. For how long are you going to do this? This is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the fifth time of taking online class. So back to your question, Jare. So now after that, the law made us to realize that there is a positive relationship between supply and price. So that talks about the aspects of upward sloping relationship in the graph. That's supply curve. Then the demand, the law made us to realize that there is a negative relationship, inverse relationship between price and what? And demand. That is, if price goes up, demand comes down. So because of that, that talks about the downward sloping of the demand curve. Okay, then under that aspect, we talked about the representation. That is, when you talked about demand schedule, that is what? Tabular relationship between price and quantity demanded, demand curve, graphical relationship. So that is that regarding to graphical illustration. Now after that, we now talked about factors that can affect these two guys. When I meet to this guy, I'm talking about the forces of demand and supply. On the demand side, we have price, we have income, we have taste, we have every other factors. You know, for everything in life, there are 1,001 factors that can affect that thing. But because of our assumption that all other things being equal, ceteris paribus, that okay, we have to put some things on hold. So we limit this thing to price, income, taste, and some other things like that. Now, of all these factors, price bring about rotation, movement, bring about movements along the demand curve. If price goes up, you move from one point to another. If price comes down, you move from one point to another. But we are talking about bodily shifts. We are talking factor that can, that can bring about you change in status. For example, income. So if income of a consumer changes, even with the same level of price, you discover that consumer will be operating on another level, another demand curve level. So that is what shift in demand curve is all about. Practical example, if your income is 100,000 and you have a car, are you with me in Ifeanyi Chukwu? The guy is not there.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
We are with you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Now, I just want you to get this illustration and get it straight related to your question. So if your income is 100,000 and you have a car at 1,000 naira per liter, you normally fill your tank with maybe 50,000 naira in a month. If the price should come down to 500 naira, you know that with your 50,000 naira now, you buy more fuel, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if the price should increase from 1,000 to 2,000 naira, with your 50,000 naira now, you won't be able to buy more than 25 liters, yes or no?
Yes.
Now, along the line, you got promoted in your place of work, maybe to the position of director, and your income moves from 100,000 to 500,000 naira. Even with 1,000 naira per liter, are you still going to be spending 50,000 naira on petrol every month again? No.
Oh.
Because you
higher
have more
than that.
money. Even if the price will increase to 2,000 naira per liter, you can still afford more than 50 liters. Yes or no? That
Yes.
change in income automatically brings about shifts in your demand curve. Are you with me now? Even though the price has not, so I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is regarding the aspect of shifts and movement. Changes in prices bring about movement along the demand curve, but changes in other factors apart from that of like income basically bring about bodily shift. So shift in demand curve is talking about bodily shift of the demand curve from one demand curve, maybe demand curve 1 to demand curve 2. So
Okay,
that's the
sir.
way I can explain. And it's quite unfortunate that you didn't attend that class that day. But I think with what I've said, you can pick little things about that. Even if you have,
We'll go back.
that's
We'll go
regard.
back.
The same thing is applicable to, demand is analogous to supply. So you have for that understanding. Okay.
Please,
Any
sir,
other
I have a
question?
question.
Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Your name?
My name is Abiola Ajayi.
Okay.
Please, sir, can you briefly explain the theory of costs and maybe the calculations? You can still also explain the calculation attached to it, sir.
That was the question that was expecting you to ask this morning. In fact, Madam, the prof even said that's the aspect that she wants me to take. But all of you were parabolating about how to get marks, how to get this, how to get this and that. But it's quite
Sorry, sir, that
unfortunate
one
that.
too is also important, sir.
But I've answered your question now. If I didn't allow you to ask your question with a free mind, it should look as if you are not given opportunity to express yourself. And that is what
Yes,
revision
sir.
is about anyways. We don't just
Yes.
preempt. I don't just assume that this is what you need to know. Okay? Now,
All right.
time is of essence, and I have just a minute to 11 o'clock. But let me see what I can do within the next 5 minutes. If I can,
All
let me
right.
just say. Now, the
Okay,
concept
sir.
of cost. Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So now, okay. Now, cost is not new to you. Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we can't be talking about profits without cost. You can't be talking about revenue without cost. And cost is so important that it's applicable to virtually all fields. Are you with you now? And now relating to that, you need to understand this concept that basically costs are, as far as this cost goes on, are categorized or divided into two types: the accounting cost and the economic cost. And the accounting cost talks about the explicit cost, that is out of pocket cost. Okay, you want to set up a business, things that you need to buy, things that you need to fix, things that you need to get, you know directly you can calculate it. But the other type, which is economic cost, is talking about the implicit cost, the foregone alternative, the opportunity cost. That is, okay, if you are doing this, what if there are other things that you can do? What is the cost of the other thing? Are you with you now? So that is that. Then,
Yes,
so
sir.
the Swiss talks about the actual cost, money payment for business resources and what have you. Why the economic cost, which is implicit cost, talks about opportunity cost, that is the cost of using business resources. Now, after that, we now have the run, that is the short run and the long run. And under the long run short talks about a period in which one factor of production, at least one factor of production is fixed. That is, when you are talking about the short run, you will be talking about the concept of fixed cost. Fixed cost is telling you cost that you incur whether you have started production or not. For example, you want to start a akara making industry or business. Before you start frying akara, you have to acquire a space. Yes or no? You must get your frying pan. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to engage. Are you with you now? Those are the costs that whether you produce akara or not, oh, you must spend money. Then the other one is talking about variable cost. This now is now talking about the oil that you want to use, the beans that you want to buy. You know that one will now determine the number of akara you are producing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the concept of total cost now is divided between the fixed and variable cost. Then after that, we have concept that talked about average cost. So average cost now is talking about cost, total cost divided by what? By your output. That total cost divided by what? By quantity. Okay, so the average total cost, this is the total cost of production divided by the what? The number of units of what? Of output. For example, if you have spent 1,000 naira in baking or frying 10 akara, so what is average per akara? It is 1,000 divided by 10. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That's it. It costs you 100 naira to produce one akara. So if you want to sell, are you going to sell below 100 naira?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So that is that regarding that aspect. So that's what average cost is all about. Then we have average fixed cost.
I was not looking for him since.
We have average fixed cost, average variable cost, and things like that. So that is that regarding that
Let me try
concept.
calling him.
Then after that, now I will take you quickly to a table,
Okay, the line
and
no
that
carry am.
table will
Maybe the
give
line
you
dey
the
low.
summary. Who is this person now? Ambrose Samuel. So now, just go to page 128, table 6.1. If you're on the same page, that table gives you better understanding of what the cost concept is all about. So I think with this, I'll be able to explain, answer your question, and attend to what Prof asked me to do this morning.
Excuse me,
and
sir.
I think it's a very good note to end
Okay,
this
sir.
class.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse
Because
me,
that
sir.
is what you want me to do.
Excuse
Hello,
me,
are
sir.
you
What
there?
about the
Yeah,
algebraic
excuse me, sir.
differentiation?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Calm
What
down
is it?
now.
My name is Adeshina. Please, I want to ask a question, sir.
I'm still attending to somebody's question now.
I thought you are done, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sir, it was like as if you were done with the other question.
No,
But I wanted
I
to
said,
go back.
hello, listen, calm down. Okay, even if there is anybody that's supposed to be in a hurry to leave this place, it should be me, because I've been the one talking the last 1 hour. Okay, and the beauty of this thing is for you to have understanding and do well. You understand what I'm saying now? Even though I have other things to do, but I just want you to, now I want to do justice to one thing now. What my madam asked me to do is based on this cost theory, that I should let you know, explain the concept of marginal cost, average cost, total cost, and what have you. Then after that, a lady now asked question relating to that, which is a very good note for me to end this class. Now that said, for me to be able to answer that question very well, turn with me to page 128. There is an example there, example under table 6.1. And that is the summary of everything regarding to that aspect. And if you have the understanding of that table, then you are good to go regarding that cost concept. So that was why I said, turn with me to that page. Are you there? If you are not with your module, sorry, you are just wasting your time this morning. This revision is not for you. You might not even get anything. And I see no reason why you attend a class like this and you not be with your module.
Page
So
6.1.
what's the page again? Page what?
128. Then what about the lady that even asked the question? Where is she now?
I'm with you, sir. I'm with
So are
you,
you
sir.
there? Are you there now?
Yes, sir.
We are benefiting from the question.
We are searching for the table or the page.
It's page 107 on the
Page 128. 128 of 245.
Page 107.
Is that where you have it on your own?
Yes, sir. It's 107 on the module.
107.
Where you see output per week, total fixed cost, total variable cost.
Total cost.
Yes, sir.
Average cost, then it ends with marginal cost, MC. That
Yes,
is, you
sir.
have it, Abi? Okay, now, good. So I want you to listen now. If you look at that, you have how many column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes or no?
This thing is very different.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look at column 1, which is output per week, you see that it runs from 0 to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is to tell you that in a week, what you produce, that is the initial stage, nothing was produced, but cost was incurred. And that was what? The fixed cost and the total cost. If you look at total cost, we are talking about 60. Let's say this is 60,000 naira. Okay? But under that, because nothing was produced, what happened to your total variable cost? 0. And your total cost is what? Is 60. Then what happened to average fixed cost? Is 0. Because 0 divided by 0, 0. What happened to your average cost? Is 0. 0 divided by 0 is 0. What happened to your average total cost? 0. And your marginal cost is what? Is dash. Now, marginal cost is telling you about what? The cost incurred as a result of additional or extra cost. Now, you understand marginal cost when we go to the next one now. Look at the week 2 now. The second week, 1, where we have output 1. What happened to your cost?
60.
Total fixed cost remains 60. Do you know why it remains 60? Because it is fixed. The cost does not change. Back to the example that I gave you regarding your frying business, akara frying business. The moment you buy your frying pan, if you like fry 1 akara, the cost of frying pan will not change. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If you like fry 1,000, the cost of frying pan will not change. Yes or no? So that is what. That's why you have 60 all through under fixed cost. But when you look at variable cost, the moment one output was produced, the cost increases to what? 40, let's say 40,000 or 40 naira. So in that case, what happened to your total cost? Total cost increased to what? To 100. Because total cost comprises of is an addition of what? Fixed cost and variable cost. So 60 plus 40 will give you 100. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now the average fixed cost now remains 60. Do you know why it is 60? Because you divide 60 by 1 output you produce. So 60 divided by 1 will give you 60. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
Sir,
look at
sorry, sir.
average.
I don't get that
Okay.
that side.
Eh?
60 divided by which one? Okay,
By
output by which?
1.
Okay.
By
All right.
1. The output is still 1. So
Mm.
you still have 60 because the cost of producing that one in the under fixed cost is still 1. Now when you now look at average cost now, the average cost is 640 because you produce one at 40 naira or 40,000. It's still 40. Okay? Average total cost maintains 100. Now look at your marginal now. You know the margin has moved from 0 to 40.
Mm.
Do you know why? Because the cost of producing one output is 40 because it is 40 minus 0. Initially is 0. You know when you didn't produce anything, you had nothing incurred. But now you have produced one, then you incur 40 naira or 40,000. So now I'm going to explain the second one, then you understand better. So by the time your output per week increases to 2, you discover that everything changes. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So when output increases to 2, fixed cost still remains
60.
60. Now, but what happened to the cost? The cost has increased from 40 to 76 naira or 76,000. Do you know why?
Why?
Because the cost of producing one akara is less than the cost of producing 2. Because if it takes you 1 spoon of beans to produce one akara, it will take more than 1 spoon of beans to produce 2 akara. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
yes.
So if it takes you a teacup of oil to fry one, won't it take you more than a teacup to fry 2?
It
Well,
will.
Of course.
Then
Yes.
the number of gas that you're going to use, are they going to be the same?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
no.
So that brought about increase in that cost from 40 to 76. So by the time
Okay,
you get
sir,
to the
but
total,
about this,
by the time you get to
but
the total cost now, it has increased. That will be 60 plus 76. And that gives you 136.
136.
Are you following?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Then by the time you get to that place, now discover that the average fixed cost now will now be 60 divided by 2.
Okay. It's
Mm.
30. It's 30.
Then by the time you get to average variable cost now, it will now be 76 divided by 2.
Okay.
38.
38.
Because the cost of producing one akara now is no longer 40 naira, it's now 38 naira.
It has reduced.
Yes, because the more you produce, then the less the cost per unit.
Okay.
Are you with me now? Then so by the time you get to the total cost now, that will be total average cost will now be what? 30 plus 38, which is 68.
68.
Yes.
Are you with me now? Then by the time you now get to the marginal now, I want you to pay attention to this because that's the critical, that's what Madam wants you to understand. The marginal will now move to 36. Do you know why it is 36?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. If it costs you 40 naira to produce one akara,
Mm.
and
Now
it costs you 76 to produce 2.
2.
Mm.
So the extra cost of producing additional unit of akara will be 76 minus 40.
76 minus 40. Okay.
That's 36.
So that will now give you 36. So by the time you go to the next one, producing 3, the cost of producing 3 will be 108. So the
Minus
margin
76.
will now be 108 minus 76. That will give you
Yeah.
32. Sure, you understand now?
Okay.
So
Yes, sir.
somehow now, for you to understand that column 4, addition of
Minus
column 2 and 3 will give you column 4.
Mm.
Column 2 plus column 3 will give you column 4. Are you with me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then column 2 divided by column 1 will give you column 5.
Hmm?
If we divide column 2, what you have in column 2 by column 1, you get column 5. 60 divided by 1 will give you 60. 60 divided by 2 will give you 30. 60 divided by 3 will give you 20. 60 divided by 4 will give you 15. So that is column 2 divided by column 1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, somewhere
Then
I
column
didn't get
6.
that.
Exactly, I didn't get that.
It's what I explained to you. I was just trying to give you the gimmick, the logic. It's the same thing. I've already explained to you and you got it.
Oh, okay.
Sir, please, can you come with the logic again? Sorry, sir.
The logic is for you to know each column. That each column, for you to get what you have in total cost, divide what you add what you have in column 2 plus what you have in column 3. It will give you what you have in column 4.
Okay.
Then for you to get column 5, that is fixed average fixed cost. Divide what you have in column 2 by what you have in column 1. You get column 5. Column 2, you have 60 all through, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So be dividing 60 by what you have in column 1. 60 divided by 1, 60 divided by 2, 30, divided by 3, 20, divided by 4, 15, divided by 5, 12, divided by 6, 10. That is how you get you have answer for column.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So now if you go to average cost now, divide what you have in column 3 by column 1.
3 by column 1.
Column 3, you have 0, 40, 76, 108, 140. Abi, divide it by that. You have 40 divided by 1, we give you this. 60 divided by 2, we give you 76 divided by 2, we give you 38. And 108 divided by 3, we give you 36. 140 divided by 4, we give you 35.
Yes, sir.
175 divided by 5, we give you 35. So that gives you answer to that column. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So now for you to get average total cost now, add your answer in column 5 plus column 6. Your column 5, you have 40. Your column 6, you have your column 5, you have 60. Your column 4, you have 40. 40 plus 60 will give you 100. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then secondly, when you have two outputs, your column 5 is 30, your column 6 is 38. 38 plus 30 will give you 68. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I've explained this thing to you, the way you should get it, but I'm just giving you the logic so you understand that. Then the last one, which is marginal cost, now MC, it has to do with rate of change now. Okay, and this rate of change, you can only get it from column 4. Abi, look at from column 3, I mean, sorry. Okay, that is if you put column 3 now, change in TC, change in total variable cost. Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is 40 minus 0 will give you 40.
Yes, sir.
When output increase to 2, 76 minus 40 will give you 36.
Okay.
Yes,
when increase to 3, 108 minus 76 will give you 32.
32.
When it increases to 44,
108.
140 minus, so that is how you solve that problem. So I think with that, you don't have any issue. Okay, so we're going to call it a day today. Maybe probably next week.
Thank you very much, sir.
You have opportunity to go and read your module now, so that you now ask questions based on what you have read.
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Sir, so we should be expecting you by 10 a.m. next week too, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
One last small question, sir.
One last question, sir.
So don't. I'm going to call it today now. So next week let's meet. What's the last question that you want to ask? If I can
Okay.
attend to it, fine. If I can't attend to it,
Okay, sir. I just want us to. There's this area we talk about this section about the economy of the scale, then the capital, land, and the labor output, which is which we talk about. Well, I understand all those areas. When we read it down to the A scale, 500, 300, and so on. I think I'm not the one that taught us on this. But the area that I want you to just help me on is about when we come to the down, when we finish, when we calculate all the, we calculate the each unit of the capital, 5,000 land and the 3,000 labor.
Hello. What's your name, my brother? What's your name?
Additional.
God willing, next week. Let's push it to next week, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Then ordinarily I'm supposed to end this by probably 11. But you Scott, I've already given extra 20 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
So what I will do now is this. I want to leave on this note, and I'm challenging you. If you actually want to get this revision class better,
okay, sir,
go and read. At least by now, between now and next week, your exam is getting more and more closer. So you should read more. It is from your readings that you have questions.
Okay, sir.
Let's forget about asking questions from our head. If you give me this, go and read. If you read, by the time you ask 5 questions, based on what you have read, we have direction. Okay, if it's go out, just 3 persons now ask question regarding what they have read, and are able to answer the question in a more specific way than just to be guessing or to be talking about things. So now I discover your question now is specific, but time is not on our side. Since we have next week, by God's grace, then let's see how we can handle that.
Okay,
so
sir.
that's
Thank
that.
you, sir.
All
Thank you,
right.
sir.
All right, you are welcome. Okay.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
And you too. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.